We're on,
I gotta
guys.
cry.
Okay, guys, what's going on in your background? This is a live reaction of Ravens fans right after the Ravens have just lost in very disappointing fashion. Their season is over. Tyler Loop goes wide right,
Whack.
and you're gonna get a raw, real reaction.
Yo, it's
right
a new
here.
Scott Norwood. Oh, it's a new
Scott
Scott
Norwood. I mean,
I thought Ravens went wide left.
you know, guys,
Yeah,
I was
wide left,
just
wide
to
right.
start this for a second. I was
wow.
just telling Meisty, think about last year's season also ended in disappointment. With the drop pass this year with the missed field goal. That's why 2011 was so disappointing because you had both in one game. Just to put into perspective how
We were just talking about 2011.
here you had
2011. You know, we just watched it. We pulled up the Justin Tucker right after the game here. We pulled up the Justin Tucker miss, and we realized that was to tie it. This was to win it. Condit. You're right, Condit. It wasn't Tucker. It was Condit. And this was to win it, though. This was to win it, and this was.
That was to a Super Bowl.
Go on, give it a check.
Yeah, but also, guys, like, I think the most disappointing thing about this game is the Ravens could not throw the ball down the field until the fourth quarter. Boom, 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 like nothing. Like all of a sudden, offense comes alive, and you're thinking to yourself, if we can get in the playoffs and Lamar's looking like fourth quarter Lamar again, then maybe they could do something. But you knew the whole time, like, if the Ravens don't score a touchdown here, they're probably not going to win because Tyler Loop hasn't made a big field goal all season. So did anyone really have a doubt that this is the way the game was going to end? Down by 2, you know, my friend made a great point. He said, if Boswell, I told this to Aaron before, if Boswell was missing extra points, the wind was probably a big factor. And you already have a guy that, like, Boswell hasn't missed an extra point.
What was the wind blowing?
He's one of the best kickers in football. He made a 57 earlier in the game. So if he's missing extra points, and maybe the Ravens should have known, I don't know, 44-yarder is not exactly, it's like an 85%er in today's NFL. Very disappointing. It's an absolutely disappointing way to end the season.
I don't think you can really say like, oh, it's this percentage in the NFL because there's such a disparity between kickers in the league, right? There's the guy on Jacksonville that's hitting like 68 yarders, like it's he's hitting 68 yarders like it's like he's like, you know, just messing around with friends.
That's indoors.
And like and then like Brandon Aubrey, who's been the best kicker in the league since Tucker, has been missing all year.
He got kicked right.
But even Aubrey's hit like I don't think Loop's hit a long field goal the entire season. How many field?
Yeah, that's because Loop is not an NFL. That's because Loop is not an NFL kicker. It boggles my mind that such a good front office that the Ravens have had for the last 30 years wasted such a pick on such a horrible player. I don't understand. If they want to pay someone millions of dollars, to miss field goals, I will be happy to send in my application. Like, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can miss field goals too.
Right. No, by the way, and
I mean, I don't know. Zay Flowers made a big play. Was it the first play was bigger? It was the big first play that was earlier in the game. It wasn't just 2 fourth quarters. His first touchdown, where it was a beautiful throw, the ball hung up in the air for
in the fourth quarter
for 30 minutes.
That was both in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't remember. To me, I'm still mumble jumble. As we just watched Lamar say, they asked him, what does he want to see John back next year? And he was like, still trying to process this week.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Lamar's gone.
You know, it was disappointing, but it's also like I think this could have been a real legacy moment for Lamar. Who didn't play well for 3 quarters, and all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, those big throws. That play, first of all, that played Isaiah Likely. That's vintage Lamar right there. That's vintage Lamar.
Lamar played
4th and 7. Think about the narratives. If Loop tips this field goal, T.J. Watt is about to sack and end the game. About to sack Lamar and end the game. He's right in his face, and Lamar throws right in T.J. Watt's face, 30 yards down the field. To Isaiah Likely, who himself was about to flip a narrative if the Ravens.
Damn, he misplayed that ball. Misplayed that ball by a million miles.
Catch nonetheless. Perhaps made a great catch nonetheless.
No. I'm saying Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey went to like catch it as if like he was going to catch it and intercept it on 4th down. All he had to do was go a right punch, a big punch, and it was coming out. Likely, he loves getting the ball knocked out of his hand with the game on the line. Yeah, that's what he does. That's kind of his thing.
But Likely made the play this time. All year we've been saying Likely last year and this year and all these plays that have been just short. He made the play to win the game. He made the game-winning play. Lamar made the game-winning play. And they got lucky on the Boswell missed extra point. Think about the narratives that would have been coming out of this game if not for one missed field goal. Everything would have changed. Everything would have changed. You would have been talking about the Ravens are dangerous. Look at Lamar in the fourth quarter. Look how he put his team on his back. And look how he made 2 big downfield throws to Zay Flowers and a big throw on fourth down. We would be looking at that play to Zay Flowers where he extended, got out of Highsmith's sack and chucked it down the field. Think about the narratives. It's crazy how one play in the NFL changes everything. It's going to change the way everyone is looking at the offseason. Everyone's looking at the playoffs, heading into the playoffs.
Let me know when you're ready.
You're good. Go. Right. Frosty wants to dig in.
When do you think, what do you think went wrong? This Ravens team was set to win the Super Bowl, right?
First of all,
hold on, but they really could have. What stopped them? Next year, let's do the nice.
Daniel Falele.
Oh, come on. Come on, Mike. You can't just blame one guy.
Falele is head blame. And also Kyle. No.
I think 5 things. I think 5 things.
Kyle Hamilton got hurt, and the entire game flipped on its upside down.
Kyle Hamilton's the best defensive player in football.
He for sure is.
What are your 5 things, Morty?
Why not?
The five things that I think ruined this season from the start. One, I'm going to go chronologically. Number 1 is drafting Tyler Loop. That's number 1. Number 2, the injury started very early for the Ravens this year. It really did, right? It started very early. Right? So that's a huge thing. Also, our offensive line play this year was atrocious, right? Our tackles and our center's very good. Especially Falele.
Let's go one by one. Let's really break it down.
Okay.
Because the first one was what?
What?
What was the first problem? What was the first problem?
The first one chronologically was drafting Tyler Loop.
That's it.
Okay, so start from your first thing right there. No, honestly, I said this when I said after the game.
No. In all honesty, if Justin Tucker is on the Ravens, they're in the playoffs right now.
No question.
It's very simple.
And not only that, if almost any kicker that the Ravens have had, people are very quick to jump on Cundiff for his miss, but Cundiff was at least hurt when he missed that kick. Loop just sucks. He's not hurt. He just isn't a good kicker. Correct. So that's right. So, okay. Then obviously the Ravens dealt with a lot of injuries early on this year, right? I mean, obviously Matabike and Ricard were very early. And then as the year went on, and Van Noy at the beginning of the year. And then as the year went on, we had, Lamar obviously missed some games. Falele wasn't hurt. He just sucks. But we had Hamilton missing a couple games and even playing banked up a little bit. We had Awuzie missing some games. We had
Nate Wiggins.
Alexander, who ended up not Wiggins. We had Alexander missing some, even though he didn't pan out so much. But maybe if he stayed healthy, he could have. Who knows? We had a lot of injuries, obviously, early on. Obviously, our O-line. I mean, I don't know what to do about that other than just saying, okay, we should draft a guy. I mean, Falele cannot be the starter next year. It just is what it is. He can't.
They got wrecked in this game. They got wrecked. My God.
Yeah. Yes. Severely wrecked. And then my 4th thing is I think coaching has been awful. I mean, we've spoken about, obviously I'm not even one of the bigger critics of Harbaugh in general. But I mean, there are certain games this year that I think you could point to where you can say this one goes on Harbaugh. And even in this game, I think it's kind of crazy. We had a timeout left. Why, instead of taking a knee, don't we hand the ball? Why don't we see if Henry could pick up another 7-8 yards?
That's what Meisty said.
He's not gonna lose 10 yards. So, what's there to lose by giving him a hand?
And Yehuda was like, oh, maybe he fumbles. If that's how he loses the season is because Derrick Henry fumbles there, I'll take it.
Well,
My thing is a
44-yarder down the hatch is not hard in today's NFL.
But, Rock, it doesn't matter. But 44 yards is still far.
But but kickers do prefer the ball to be on a certain hash. So if that's how you want to spend your time,
I understand that.
Right. But run it to that side.
All right, run into that side.
Well, he wanted it middle, obviously.
And there's a chance, there's a crazy, not so crazy, it's a big chance that he runs for like 10, 15 yards even, and then you're at like the 5 yard line or whatever you're at, and then you're literally kicking an extra point.
Here's a problem. Here's a problem. That kick was
3, 4 yards.
That kick was
so
off.
Far.
That kick was off from 30. It went right away. Like
I think
it had no chance.
And our special teams coach, John Harbaugh. I mean, he's trash. Our special teams coach is John Harbaugh.
No, I genuinely think
that's what you guys do. What do you do if he's not the head coach? You fire him if he's the special teams coach, right? After that kick.
That's another one.
What, they fire Harbaugh? What do you think? Black Monday tomorrow? Do we get Harbaugh fired tomorrow? Black Monday?
Yeah. Why wait?
Probably.
Why wait?
Probably.
Why wait? Or just give me
Morris. Raheem Morris got fired.
I don't know about tomorrow.
Raheem Morris is my guy.
I don't see how he's the coach next year.
Well, 18 years, you're not going to fire the guy on Black Monday. Black Monday's more for like the one and done, two and done, stuff like that. I agree.
By the way, I think that firing Morris today was kind of outrageous.
That was crazy.
I mean, give the guy a day. I mean, you're firing him right after a win.
Season also.
It's kind of weird. Ridiculous.
Nah, that's not as crazy. They clean house. That was their way to clean house. They clean house. I'm more. I don't think you fire John Harbaugh. I think the conversation is hard. We're firing you. So either you retire, or maybe we can put you upstairs. But you're no longer.
I think we should go upstairs. Why not? Rocky, put him upstairs.
Because he wants to coach from us.
So then work out. What do you want? Give him one more. Give him one more year.
No.
What's your pro? What's your con?
No. You don't coach. He's not coaching you. So either you fired, or you can retire. If you want to continue coaching, then we'll fire
Can you live? The question is, can you live with one more year with John Harbaugh?
No.
Why not?
It's not even John Harbaugh. It's the defensive coordinator. It's the offensive coordinator. The mistake that they made was not.
You think Monken should get fired?
How do we not run Henry there?
I don't know. I don't know what Monken's situation. I have to evaluate Monken overall. He had a tough year. Offensive line was tough. Yeah. Monken was fine.
Fantastic.
I'll give you this.
That was wonderful.
Gotta change people. The biggest mistake the Ravens made, the biggest mistake we made, and I mean, there's nothing we can do with it. But at the end of the day, last year, we had Mike McDonald, who could have been the head coach this year. And no, he was our head coach last. He was our defense coordinator last year.
No, Orr was. He was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Orr was last year.
McDonald's second year. McDonald's second year coach. Second year, yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever. So we should have gone directly to Mike McDonald and been like, "You are now our head coach." And that's
right after. Wait. You think we should have gotten rid of Harbaugh when Harbaugh was basically the coach of the year? The only reason he didn't get coach of the year was because Cleveland made the playoffs.
I don't know, but bottom line is, I would have figured out a way to keep McDonald on the Ravens one more year. Then, and like Carbs, you have one more year to win it all. Bottom line is, in John Harbaugh's situation, you have Super Bowl or bust, coach of the year, schmoach of the year. Bottom line is, we are Super Bowl or bust, back to back years. We are Super Bowl or bust, and we have busted. And we haven't even gotten
at that point. At the point that McDonald left, that was 1 year that the Ravens had Super Bowl expectations. That was done. The previous 2 years before that, Lamar was hurt the last quarter of the season, and we ended up missing the playoffs one of the years. And the other year, Huntley had that big fumble in the playoffs. But he had 1 year where we made it to the AFC Championship, and the whole thing happened with the Chiefs where they, for some reason, didn't call the pass interference when 3 people tackled Isaiah Likely. And like that was 1 year. You can't fire him because 1 year they didn't call pass interference on when Isaiah Likely was tackled by 3 guys. That's very hard to pin that on John Harbaugh, in my opinion. But then after multiple,
would you define yourself as a Harbaugh guy?
No, not at all. Rocky would even tell you that I've said multiple times, we've gone back and forth. I think that Harbaugh should be fired. To me, enough to fire Harbaugh was sitting Henry for the last 10 minutes of the Pats game.
That's what you told me. That's what we're talking about.
The last 10 minutes of the Pats game, Henry not touching the ball should be Harbaugh's. I said, honestly, unless Henry was hurt, Harbaugh should not have been the coach of the Packers game. But at the same time, looking back, you can't say that because he's done really poorly this year that, we should have gotten rid of him a couple years ago when he was the best coach in football.
Also,
should be fired tonight. or
should be
or
fired.
should be
Or should
fired
be fired.
tonight.
No, it's clean house. It's clean house.
One at a time.
So
Or
wait a
tonight.
second. The defense was atrocious in the second half in this game. To think without DK Metcalf and Darnell Washington, you're giving a big play after big play.
Oh, we lost our best player.
This game became a shootout.
Let me ask you a question.
Absolutely, but
Let me ask you a question.
They're missing their two best players on offense.
Every time there was a missed tackle by the Ravens, what player on the Ravens was that guy that was missing a tackle? And who was it? And he is a huge guy. He's a veteran.
Darius Washington? Who are you
No, Marlon Humphrey. And Marlo. Let me talk to Marlo directly here. Mr. Marlo.
Okay. Oh, you're calling him out. Hold on. Let's Marlo call out.
Mr. Marlo.
Should we get him to spot our podcast? Let's go.
Marlo, let me ask
Marlo's a podcaster. Marlo has his own podcast.
Marlo, let me talk to him about this. No. Football player. Leave the podcasting to Rocky and us, okay? Leave the pocket and go.
Sports, baby.
Let him make a tackle. He is meant to tackle and play football, and meanwhile, it's still like, Humphrey.
What you said we missed him when we were back there. Like,
also, low key, Awuzie slipping cost.
We're talking about Marlo. You're like, if I had his job, you went.
Listen. There's two. I'll tell you this. Me and Marlo have a lot of things in common. We both do podcasts, and we both miss every tackle. Okay, this is the same.
You don't make tackles.
And you know what?
But you won't require
millions of dollars.
Right.
He makes millions of dollars, and I know. All right, so correct. So you know what?
I mean, you make a good man. You make a league minimum. He needs to go
make tackles and get paid and stop podcasting. If you think tackles, you being the best player on the field, then
wait, Marcy, why don't you address yourself?
Max Crosby
Address yourself to Awuzie for slipping and giving up the game-winning touchdown. How about that?
That's fine. A slip is a slip, and a slip is a slip. Awuzie.
That's what I said.
I don't know. You say the watch. Slip is a slip, boys.
Awuzie at the end of the day is not our best player. All right, I had much more expectations for a guy like Marlon Humphrey over Awuzie, who's not even supposed to be on the field. The only reason why he's on the field is because guys like Kahan were hurt.
Playing well all season. The truth is, I actually think if Awuzie does not,
Marlon's been trash. I don't know what's trash.
That was a huge. If Awuzie doesn't slip there and gets the breakup, it's 4th and 10. Like they could have gotten off the field and like you look back at this game, there were so many key plays, and that was definitely one of them. The most embarrassing thing about this, in my opinion, you scored the go-ahead touchdown with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. The Steelers had no timeouts, and it didn't even take them 90 seconds to score. They have no DK Metcalf. They have no Darnell Washington.
No, you said it.
They've completed like 15 passes, 20 yards or more. And you let them get marched down the field effortlessly.
Running 3 days.
The 3-man rush, the prevent, Orr has done a poor job in these 2-minute drills all season.
7 guys, they have 1 sack and a guy who's 50 years old, 1 sack, and the one time, 37, he made a first down. He's 50 years old. Not even a single person. I asked my cousin, if you got to keep from, who do you keep?
Come closer. I don't hear you as well.
Yeah, you have to come closer to the microphone. Yeah. Okay. I asked him, who are you keeping? Falele Lawful, or are you keeping Marlon Humphrey? Right? And at the end of the day, I think I keep Falele Lawful. At least there's hope. I think there's hope with Falele Lawful. He can block on the runs. Yeah.
Over Humphrey?
Yeah, because Falele Lawful, like, he was a Pro Bowler last year, and he might actually, like, there's a chance that, like, maybe
Humphrey was an all-pro. Humphrey was an all-pro.
Humphrey's trash.
He had a bad year. Falele's never been good.
This is perfect emotional reaction to this loss. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay.
Everyone cut everyone. Fire everyone. Get rid of them all.
This
I'm in the podcast.
This segment is brought to you by Yosef Falafel, the best falafel in town, not the Ravens, where it's falafel.
So what do you get when you go to Yosef Falafel?
All right, we'll talk about it in a minute. I told them
okay, one person at a time. I can't hear Meisty.
Okay, hold on.
The bottom line is,
I just push it this way right now.
Falafel
Touch it.
Is trash. By the way, I don't know if you guys watched the game. Rocky, you missed this play where Derrick Henry had a big run up the middle, right? And who tackled him in the first quarter?
Patrick
Morty,
Queen.
who tackled? Nope. Who tackled Derrick Henry when he was
Daniel
about
Falele.
to break loose for a million yards? Daniel Falele. He went right on Falele's foot. He went right on Falele.
By the way, what's with the Ravens bumping into their own players in this game? That was a real theme throughout the game.
By the way,
On the punt return,
literally.
also,
No, 1 second. How is that not a fair catch interference? I still don't understand that.
because he ran into his own player.
Oh, he didn't. He got blocked in. Watch the replay. He got blocked in.
Did he? I didn't see that.
Very clearly. Very clearly. Watch the replay. It's very clear.
He got wrecked.
Yeah. I don't understand how that wasn't a fair catch interference. He very clearly got blocked into him.
I know.
I don't understand that.
You know what though? They let him play throughout the game. I thought that the Ravens were very physical in secondary.
They let them play.
And they
let him play. What about the fact that they called back a 60-yard run by Derrick Henry by not letting them play?
You're talking about the Linderbaum holding.
No.
That was big. The 30-yard.
No.
No.
I'm talking about Lamar. I'm talking about Derrick Henry's first run, which was where Zay Flowers did a clean block, and they called it what they call a blindside block or something stupid.
Yeah.
Some made up hippie nonsense.
On the first drive of the game.
Yeah,
One drive I missed.
It ended up not like we got a touchdown anyway.
Right.
But it was just like utter nonsense. Complete hippie nonsense. Blindside block in general is a stupid thing.
In the sense that I felt like the Steelers all game are calling for PI, but they didn't call any passing interference in the secondary.
Right.
So I like that at least. Like the Ravens were staying within 5 yards. I think they were defending properly. I didn't really see any passing interferences that should have been there, but they didn't give in to the pressure of the Steelers. Rodgers every play. You know what I'm saying? Every play is looking for PI.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't know why he wants.
Every single time.
Just get him anyway.
Let me ask you a question. When the Steelers ran the ball, I think it was mostly in the fourth quarter. I don't know other times. When they ran the ball, there was not a single Ravens behind the line of scrimmage trying to make a tackle. The Steelers were bullying them every single time they called. They handed the ball off
before the first half. At the end of the first half.
That's great. I'm talking about in the
Hamilton was in. After Hamilton got hurt, they could not stop the Steelers for anything.
Yeah, they couldn't. I know. But that shouldn't be the case. You're going up against one of the least explosive offenses in the league without their two best receivers. The Ravens lost in Week 14 only because of DK Metcalf. That was the only reason. If no DK Metcalf, the Ravens win 20-3-0, 22-0.
I'm not saying they're the same thing.
22-7.
I'm not saying they're the same thing.
Not no points.
But look at the 2012 Ravens for a second, right? The team that won the Super Bowl, right? They started off the year 8-3, and then they lost a few games. Why did they lose a few games? What happened to start that losing streak? Ray Lewis got hurt.
Yes.
And then they started losing games, right? Like that's. I'm not saying that Kyle Hamilton is Ray Lewis or whatever, but he is that guy on this team, and both physically and like the spiritual leader of the team, right? I'm saying he is first of all, he is the best player on the defense, but he's also like he controls the entire scheming of the defense, right? They were talking about like, oh, now they can't run blitzes because, if they run blitzes, then they're going to get torn up over this, in the secondary and stuff like that. And like Hamilton could be anywhere on the field and they can do what they need to do. And like it shows Warren did absolutely nothing the entire game until the fourth quarter, and then we couldn't stop him. Not even a little bit. So, I mean, look, we can sit here and say like, oh, they were missing Metcalf and whatever, but Metcalf is not Kyle Hamilton. He's not.
No.
I mean,
Metcalf is what, top 10 receiver in the league?
No, that's not the point though.
Maybe.
I agree with you.
But he's not. I mean, Kyle Hamilton is of the three most valuable defensive players in the NFL, right? You look at him, you look at Myles Garrett, and like
the problem is that you're so reliant on one player, and Kyle Hamilton is that good. You're so reliant on one player that even against the offense, I love the way you did that. Clearly very limited. The Steelers' offense was clearly very limited the first 2.5 quarters of the game. They couldn't get anything going down the field. All those one-on-one shots to MVS, none of them worked, right? Clearly. And yet you're so reliant on one guy. The one guy goes out, and against this offense that can't do anything, all of a sudden they're marching down on the field left and right on you. That's the problem with the Ravens defense.
Say it's one guy. I wouldn't say it's one guy. I mean, sure, the Ravens defense does have issues, but I wouldn't say it's one guy. Hamilton was out. Wiggins went out. Tillman was out for like a series. And then also talking about, like, yes, obviously it's something that we've had to deal with and we'll have to deal with going forward. But our best defensive lineman has been out the entire season. So, like, it's not one guy. It's our best player at multiple levels. Our best cornerback was out. Our best safety was out. Our best defensive tackle was out. So, like, it makes sense that, like, with all that missing, right, you might need to have more corners in to take the receivers, even if they're a little light on receiver at the time. And so then it's very hard when you don't have your best defensive tackle to stop the run at that point. It's not just one guy, but obviously a guy like that, I'm saying, what would have happened to the Ravens in 2008 if Ed Reed went out? You could say, oh, it's one guy, but I'm saying it's Ed Reed. And Kyle Hamilton is that guy.
I think I have a response. I think that you're correct, Kyle. It's good to have stars on your defense, and when you have stars in your defense and they go down, it's going to significantly impact your performance. That's obvious. My only problem is the Steelers' offense. The Steelers' passing game has been non-existent without DK Metcalf on the field. Even with DK Metcalf, they have the least 20-yard throws in the league. So, like, this is not an offense. This is not an offense you should be struggling against, even without your best player. Kyle Hamilton's more relevant when you're playing offenses, more high-powered offenses. That's where it's more relevant. But without that, you should be able to lose one or two guys on defense, even if it's the most important guys, and still hold your own. Not let them march down the field 3 straight drives like it's nothing. Boom, boom, boom. The entire game, you're preventing them from. I mean, what they had one good drive at the end of the first half. They were able to stop them there. Then they came out in the second half and. That's all she wrote. Like, it shouldn't be like that against this offense that literally couldn't do nothing against the Browns last week, and frankly hasn't been good all season. Like, Rodgers has gotten going a little bit these last few weeks, and he's played clean football, which helped him. He doesn't put the ball in harm's way. No interceptions these last 4 or 5 weeks. That's kind of their winning formula. They forced a 1 turnover. Sometimes they force even more, and they don't turn the ball over themselves too much. That's a winning formula for them. But, like, you should not have allowed as many 20, 30-yard chunk plays to Freiermuth and Calvin Austin as they did in this game. Those are not great receivers. They're average at best. That's my only problem.
So, out of when Freiermuth had most of those plays, how many safeties did the Ravens have on the field at that moment?
After interference,
right. I mean, Gilman only missed 3 or 4 plays. So, at the very least,
but two of Freiermuth's plays, I remember the announcers said that the Ravens had 0 safeties on the field at the time.
Right, so
who's going to take
Malachi Starks? I mean, Malachi Starks and Darius Washington are the next 2 guys up.
They're both serviceable guys.
Yeah, but they're not Kyle Hamilton.
Right.
But let me ask you,
they're also not the size. Right? They're not the size.
No. To say losing Kyle Hamilton doesn't affect the defense is ridiculous. What I'm saying is, I think you should have still had enough in you. From getting 20, scoring 26 points.
Seriously.
26 points is a lot for this offense. That's it. Like, I don't think.
Let me ask this, Morty.
Who's
getting fired first?
Everything else was long, sustained drives.
Who's getting fired first? Falafel or Zach or Harbaugh?
Harbaugh. Harbaugh.
The person who's getting axed first. Probably. I would hope it would be like or. I mean, Falele is not going to get axed first because, like, players just don't get cut like the day after the season's over.
I should.
He doesn't want a rookie contract.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. I would hope we don't resign him.
About ABC.
No, never. Never.
No, I mean, I do think that EDC is riding a lot of Ozzy's coattails a little bit. And I think that he's done a lot of good, but I think that obviously I'm not a fan of his pick for kicker this past year, but not just that.
What round did they get Lupin?
Huh?
What round did they draft Lupin?
The 4th.
I don't care if it was the 7th. I don't.
4 or 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Honestly, if it was the 7th round, it was too early. Like, I'm saying, like, come on. I guarantee you can find people in college who can kick better.
Oh,
don't draft him
guy
at all.
in Georgia.
We didn't draft Tucker.
Don't draft the kicker.
Yikes! Ravens fans have already started to spam Tyler Loop's Instagram account.
I almost called Baltimore's suicide prevention line to prank call them. Say, no, not prank call. Honestly, he should have it all.
Watching and hoping he gets divorced. Leave the kids alone. It's not that serious. This is a terrible look for
Divorce. It's gonna get worse.
Dan Kleiman.
No, listen, I'm never in favor of like making these personal for football players or whatever. That I think is a little bit outrageous. Like we're all adults here.
You should see what people
but
are
at the
saying.
same time,
like, but
when it comes to football itself, I do not think he should have a job. Like I'm in favor of him getting spammed that way.
I'm saying, show this picture.
Whoa! What'd you see? Yeah. What'd you see?
Go share.
All right. All right. 1 second. Here we go. No, I have to zoom it out so you can see the whole thing. The things that people tweet out. It's unbelievable.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here. Let's see if I can share this. I'm gonna share it with the Ilum here. Let me post it. I need to post it on the Discord. Oh my gosh, this is way too funny. No, then I have to send it on. Oh no, because you guys can't even see the screen.
You can share screen, no?
No, it's gonna slow down. Here, let me send it. Let me send it to you guys.
What's that?
Yeah. Now I send it to everyone else.
Okay, I see. Oh, classic.
It's like here we go. Let's see everyone.
But you know what? This is literally, you know what this is? This is literally the Bill Walsh play. Or Bill Walsh, right? That was the guy. Blair Walsh.
Blair Walsh is the West Coast offense. West Coast defense. Run the 4-5 like bloody run. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was saying earlier today I was playing Madden.
John Madden. You a John Madden person. Who's going to be best John Madden?
I was playing Madden earlier. This reminds me of this picture. I was playing Madden earlier. Okay. And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 3 and all of a sudden, I'm like, I had a headphone in, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hike!" And I wasn't even control. I don't even know where the controller was. I was just like, oh my god! I got sacked. I was so bad.
Pull the Tyler Loop.
I pulled the whole Tyler Loop. I
keep watching that ball.
Someone has to invent the Scott Norwood figure in Madden and make this for Scott Norwood. Scott Norwood for the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, Twitter is going wild right now. That's how I mean the Ravens, there's something about the Ravens and missed field goals. Like they are just plagued by these stupid missed field goals in these big spots, you know. And for a team that's had the guy who was the best kicker for a decade, you wouldn't think. And then but they had Stover, who was so sure-handed in these situations. Like Stover wouldn't miss a.
It wasn't. Right, it wasn't that it's not that we've been plagued by it. It happened twice, which has obviously come in very big moments.
Hauschka remember?
Yeah, but Hauschka never missed Hauschka missed because he was not good, but he didn't miss in these situations.
But
like the Ravens were never really
early in the season.
Yeah, I'm praying for you, Tyler.
Right,
the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't miss game-winning picks, but he missed. He missed in the games that didn't matter like this.
No, not like this. Not the magnitude of this game. Yeah, you're right. It's the content and it's this one. And honestly, like as the Ravens are driving down the field.
Speaking.
Who was that? Tyler Loop?
Loop.
He was crying on the sideline, literally crying.
Good. I know. I saw.
Oh my gosh! What a way for a
Not enough.
These Ravens Steelers game are absolutely wild every single time. Like every time I thought I saw everything. This game was 13-10 with like 10 minutes left, and nobody could do anything.
I saw a tweet that said.
And then all of a sudden, boom!
I saw a tweet that said. This was the most Mike Tomlin season all in one game. Everything that Mike Tomlin.
It's so true. Tomlin is fired up. I think Tomlin thought his job was on the line.
Alive. Let's break down the game. Hold on.
When Tomlin he did something where I was like, This is him giving up basically.
Oh God!
On this season and like his job. Was it when they went for it on fourth down at the beginning of the game? Like,
I'm not sure.
That was just a dumb.
Yeah.
It went like the Steelers went for it on fourth down at the beginning of the game. It was dumb.
Cam Little, it's Cam Little, your boy.
I mean, Cam Little's is an animal. Just the.
Yeah, I mean, 67 yards today. A couple weeks ago, this was outside 67 yards. He's a dog. Why didn't we draft him?
He was a rookie?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be such a good pick. I just almost creamed myself thinking if he made that pick kick. Like 65.
What is it like? I think Lamar's gonna make you because
a
lot of people before this game.
Are we still Ravens fans?
Of course, we're still Ravens.
No,
fans.
I'm not a Ravens fan.
No, you're a Falcons fan.
If you're still a Ravens fan after Lee Evans drop, you're still a Ravens fan.
You know
what I'm saying?
Someone actually just said most people, they're not loyal to anything that comes sports. They are loyal to. They're not. You have a friend that you're going to talk to the same people that you.
Can't hear you so well. I can't hear you so well.
I can't hear you really.
Here, can you hear me now?
Yes.
You want to go?
Here, so hold on, give me a second. Because I have headphones and he's wearing one. I'm wearing. Anyway, the thing is that you're not always loyal to. People aren't loyal in general. The only thing people stay loyal to are sports teams. And you have friends that you stop talking to. You stop talking to some people. All these things, people. But at the end of the day, like this guy that was talking, he's like, I'm a Dolphins fan. Every week I show up, I sit the whole game, I text my dad telling him, this is miserable. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? The game ends, we're miserable. We sit the whole week, we're miserable. The next week comes, guess where I am? Back on the couch watching the game.
Football is miserable. Football is miserable.
Come September, whenever the season kicks off, guess where I'll be? Sitting on my couch, watching the Ravens lose. It's disgusting. Rocky always said
unbelievable detail.
Rocky says it for years. But then you said this for years. Football stinks. Like 99.99% of the teams lose, and only one team wins. And at the end of the day, you're most likely you have and it's probably not going to be your team. And most likely, you're going to end your season in the most
What's the best sport God created?
What's the best sport? Hockey. They fight. It's the best.
Chris Collinsworth. A new detail about the field goal emerged. A new detail about the field goal emerged. According to Chris Collinsworth, it's not Tyler Loop's fault. Do you want to know why?
Well,
because
it's Eric DeCosta's fault.
Right? A priest blessed the end zone before the game.
What?
Oh, yeah. There's a gracious eye. It was if a love knocks you in any corner.
What's Tyler Loop's zodiac sign? That probably plays a part.
Ooh, let's check.
It might.
Yeah. Tyler Loop birthday.
Obviously like Sagittarius or something.
August 4th.
Oh, Leo.
Yeah. So it does explain.
No, I mean, like, no, I mean, Warren,
Leo is
obviously
warm,
like
and dynamic, apparently. Warm, passionate, and dynamic.
I mean, I don't even know if he's. I know that some parts of August is because I have a friend who's born in August. He's very obsessed with this stuff, but
August 4th honestly, I have no idea. August 4th is a Leo.
All right, there you go.
It was also Derrick Henry's birthday today. Horrifying.
All right, I guess I'm talking too loud. My son woke up. Okay, maybe we have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys.
Okay. We listen, Rocky. We're
gonna do the playoffs anyway. We're gonna do the playoff preview. It doesn't matter, We're
gonna talk playoffs. So we'll definitely have back on this week to talk half playoffs and get more with Yehuda, and maybe Morty will join us again, and maybe Mr. Frosty here will join us again.
We needed this. We need to get everything off the chest right now.
It's therapy, bro. It's therapy. It's a podcast therapy. I'm telling you, I
think having Yehuda would have been next level. He would have been on. I mean, we try not to curse on this podcast. I think Yehuda would have been next level, just yapping, screaming, and cussing.
As long as we are curse.
The Schwanz.
I'm not you guys having that bomb.
But
every PG-13 got that bomb.
Listen,
but we're not PG here.
For the rest of the country, they got an entertaining game. So at least that. For
they got a great game. I mean, this is the best. Steelers are gonna get rocked next week. It's gonna be great.
They're playing
the Texans. We're gonna. Oh my
God, to be honest, if Kyle Hamilton has like a severe concussion where he wouldn't play next week, we also would have gotten rocked by Houston next week.
Agreed.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
If we had Hamilton, you know, you never know because he could create pressure or whatever. But like, if we had Hamilton out, what we want to see us look what happened last time we played Houston.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Lamar finally showed sparks of 24 Lamar in the fourth quarter of this game.
Yeah.
Got to do this.
I mean, I don't know about 24 Lamar, but certainly very good.
Lamar.
Yeah, that is what to look forward to.
On his back and
but you know, but 2024 Lamar wasn't about 2 plays. 2024 Lamar was about Lamar made 1 bad interception the entire season in 2024. One.
I know.
It's very important that Lamar gets healthy right now. Lamar healthy, comes back next year.
I saw flashes. It wasn't the same.
You're losing. You're losing this offseason.
We'll have an offseason back. Put the team on his back when they clearly needed to score a bunch of points in the fourth quarter and do it. Put him in a game. And for a second in a row, the Ravens season ended on a game in which Lamar put his team in a position to win. For a second year.
I also do have to say one other thing before hopping off about next year, like with the Ravens and like how we move forward. It's uncomfortable because he's so good, but Derrick Henry clearly declined from last year to this year, and it's only going to get more.
He's a king.
He's getting older.
He's a king.
He's an animal. I've been on Derrick Henry's train since the moment he was. I mean, he's a beast. But
he's a top 4 running back all time.
Yes, he could be best.
Top 4? I don't think. I think it's very hard to crack the top 4. But he's very good. But the problem is who do most people put in the top 4? Right? You're talking about Jim Brown, Barry Sanders. What?
I
mean, most people say Emmitt Smith was a byproduct of the O-line, but you certainly could say Emmitt. LaDainian Tomlinson was leaps and bounds better than Derrick Henry. I mean, he just was. I mean, you know. And,
it's Morty. 1 second.
Morty, top rating, top 10.
Quick. 10 words or less.
I think. What?
10 words or less.
On Tom Brady?
1, 2.
I think that with Tom Brady, I think that you can rank him anywhere from number 2 to number 30. And
he's turning for word. Hey, hold on. He's turning for word.
Huh?
What did he say?
You're muted.
Who's muted?
Frosty was muted. He's tried saying something. He was muted.
You got some food?
Oh, you.
I got it. Just go to bed.
John Harbaugh comforted Ravens kicker title heartbreaking. Comforted.
Comforts him. He should be packing his bag.
He should be saying, "Get the heck out of here."
No, he should be packing his bag. Say, "Don't get too comfortable with this locker."
Morty, I want to talk to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call you.
I'm gonna call you after. Right. Okay, I gotta get going soon, but we'll definitely get into the.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
We'll have you hoot on for a little bit late raw reaction. He's probably still will be shocked when we do our next podcast. So we'll get you hoot on.
When you don't want to do it, this is when you have to do it. This is when you for next week. All right, guys, take care.
Enjoy.
All right,
be in touch.
You got any drops?
Yep.